Hello, humans of the earth. So I posted on Instagram that I secretly want a community name. I know it's a small community, but I just want a little name for everyone who's watching. I've got a few suggestions. I've had Ellie Bellies, Eli, Palicos. I've got 3 cute names that I might want to consider using. One is BB Cos, because it's like baby cos, like my babies. So that sounds really cute. Other one is Ellie Bellies, Ellie Bellies or Little Bellies. Okay, I think that sounds so funny. And the last one is Aliens, like my little aliens. Oh my god, so cute. Oh yeah, so I don't know which one to choose. Should I practice? Practice. Hello, baby cos. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, little bellies. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, my little aliens. Welcome back to my channel. Everything rolls so good in your tongue. Maybe we could do a poll on that. Check my Instagram, or you could check my posts here on YouTube, and I'm happy to have you guys vote on those 3 choices. Enough with that. We're doing another konbini talk. Yay! Let's get to it. What I bought, what I copped in the convenience store. So tonight we went to 7-Eleven. This is a quite popular face mask in Japan. A few of you girlies probably saw this on TikTok. Galing mo pre. Beauty TikToks here in Japan. A lot of Japanese girls are using this and it works. I love this face mask so much, so I really recommend it to you guys. They have this everywhere in convenience stores. You have it in Don Quixote. This is a gem. Let's go to food. First is my almost empty cup of coffee. And I kid you not, coffee really helps me calm my freaking headaches. And they also say that coffee boosts the effect of the pain relievers that you drink. And take this as a grain of salt, because I'm not a doctor. This is not doctor advice. But yeah, it works for me, so thank you very much. Cafe latte. And that being said, I'm not super hungry right now, and I'm actually gonna have dinner later on. So I just got a classic tuna mayonnaise karage bowl.
Because I need my protein.
Another classic, hostess potato. So I actually got food that I'm familiar with today because I don't feel like trying anything new. This is actually a renewal of their hostess potato. And I don't know how it's going to taste. I don't know if it's going to be different from the old one, but yeah, I'm going to try that one. And because of the rainy season, we need some soup. This is called hotto wantang shoyu aji, which means soy sauce flavor. So good. This is really good for hangovers, guys. Just putting it out there. This is one of my go-tos when I get a hangover or when I drink too. Another staple, salty lychee. I always get this in the summer. This year they got a new flavor and it's called salty lime. I only tried it once and it was so good, but I don't know why they don't have stock anymore. The 7-Eleven I go to is one of the main 7-Elevens around here. I hope it's not discontinued because that was really good. I was ready to buy another bottle of it. And for dessert, this is also, my god, jaji is insane. Where's jaji from again? I'm not sure what jaji is, but yeah, the jaji pudding is chef's kiss. Buy this jaji. You also have this in Donkey and in convenience stores and stuff. Yeah, this is what I'm having. So while the water is boiling, we're gonna start with this onigiri. Itadakimasu. Wow, I haven't had this in a while. This used to be my always go-to onigiri ever since I got here in Japan. But now I'm trying to expand my taste palette. I've been trying different kinds of food in the convenience stores lately, but oh my god, this just hits home. You can never go wrong with tuna mayo. And then chug it down with salty lychee. So good. Okay, hot water. Okay, just a heads up. There's a family living next door, and they had this kid, and I think that kid was around 3 years old or something, and I think the kid's on his playing phase, where constantly running around screaming and crying, is like 3 things I would hear every day lately, especially at this time of the evening. And what did I do? I decided to film the video at this time of the hour. How smart of you, Ellie. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be a chill video, but yeah. Take another bite. Get some wonton. There's like little vegetables inside. Look at all that goodness. Legit soup. Look at that. Damn. It doesn't taste like you're eating something from a cup. You're gonna have to like let this cool down for a bit. Now let's go with the chicken bowl. Yes. So easy to eat. Wow. Tastes like chicken. I'm gonna say it's not like the best karaage kushi in the whole wide world or Japan, but it's good convenience store food. I just wish they make it a little less starchy. I could see there's still like starch powder left, but hey, I'm not complaining. That's so good. Get another bite of the onigiri. Wow. Some soup. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. You actually have like real sliced carrots inside. Actually, these 3, or just onigiri and this soup, rinse and repeat. Get a bite of this, some rice from the onigiri, and wash it down with this soup. That's what you call mugen loop. I'm actually really hungry now. I'm gonna leave some soup for a bit. Now let's go with this. Mashed potato! Ugh. Ugh. It feels so dry. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, where's the old hostess potato? I need it back. God, no, not this. Wait. I'm gonna eat this later on. Oh, wow, that was his disappointment. No, we're not gonna do that. Oh, that was horrible. I'm actually pretty full now. I'm gonna give you some tips on how I learned speaking Japanese. So I've had a lot of miscommunications when I first got here in Japan. Not gonna lie, I still do. Like, I remember one time when I asked for orange juice. When I went like, orange kudasai, they gave me oolong tea. And when I asked for a vanilla shake, they gave me a banana shake. How is that possible? I was just like, okay, thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. And I had to bear with it because anxiety. My mic's battery died. So here's the thing. If you want to get a decent job here in Japan, at least you need a certificate of JLPT N2. N1, if possible. I don't have a college degree or anything fancy that I can put on my resume here. So I'm studying for JLPT N1. It's going to be in 2 weeks from now. And yeah, I just want to talk about that. What I've been feeling. We're grinding for N1 while hoping that we don't mentally drain ourselves. Sometimes there's still this lingering feeling of uncertainty. For example, like now, in the middle of studying, I would be like, do I really need this N1 certificate to like get a job or, you know, to be set in life? And also like, even if I'm studying now, what if I perform wrong? Or what if I don't do well in a test or in an activity? And that's called performance anxiety. And I often get that a lot, especially like you want to do things well and you don't want people to judge you, and you care about the people who knows you're taking the test or you're performing at something or you're making a video like this or being watched right now. And that's a normal thing. And I always get that when I was in high school. I was quite competitive in high school, but I hated studying because during the time that's the only way I know in order for my parents to be proud of me or like to get more attention. Your girl loves a little bit of attention, okay? So yeah, I like to perform well in tests, but I'm not the person who'd like immerse myself in my studies, not do anything else, because I do like having fun, and I always like fun in everything I do. So you know, you try to be positive and see things, do things in a more positive light. You make a plan, you open your book, and then 2 seconds later you're on TikTok. Later you're just like doom scrolling, looking at cats, looking at corgis. Algorithm, please stop sending me corgis. It's exhausting, especially when you have ADHD. I'm actually self-diagnosed, so please don't come for me. I would say I do have ADHD because I get sick right away of things. Like if I need to do something and another thing comes up, I would immediately forget what I was doing. And yeah, I do that a lot, especially when I'm cleaning the house. So like, yeah, like right now, I'm rambling again. Okay, so back to the topic. It's exhausting, especially when you compare yourself to people who already can speak fluently and you feel like you could never catch up. So these are things that actually help me get out of the loop and just get into that mindset of studying JLPT or learning Japanese. Mind you, I take the word studying very lightly because if you take it literally, if you're too serious about it, there's so much pressure on you, especially if you hate studying. So I'm not a pro when it comes to studying, but I do like learning, and learning is different. Studying feels like pressure, like you have to remember this or else you won't pass. And learning is more in curiosity, so you're like, well, hey, what does this mean? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I do have a few study hacks that's a little bit underused and maybe ADHD friendly, and actually might make learning Japanese easier for you. And don't worry about like, there's no study tuber energy here. If you're like the one who's more into like study tuber energy, this video is not for you. Please just go. This is for the people who hate studying, likes to have fun, and needs to learn a little Japanese. I am also struggling for JLPT N1, and how I study is very light. I only do light studying. To be honest, I didn't really study for N2. It's just that my environment, I need to speak Japanese, and actually like learned a lot from my day-to-day life or even anime, and I just remember things, okay? So I didn't necessarily study. Immerse yourself in an environment that forces you to practice. Use Japanese in real life even if you mess it up. It's for the better. Like even if you mess it up, like I've had a lot of mistakes and very cringe Japanese that I've used in my whole life, and you know, time will pass by, everyone will forget about it, and people will just be amazed on how you got better. So focus on what you actually want to learn. You don't need to know how to say difficult things unless you're into that. So learn what matters to you. So personally, I think there are two types of language learners, and one is by the book and the others are by full-on immersion, like sink or swim. And I'm definitely the second one. My first job in Japan was at a local like amusement bar, and it's not an illegal one, okay? And I had to speak Japanese every day, and it forced me to learn. Being a Japanese hostess, same deal. You learn because you have to. I made Japanese friends who could only speak Japanese, and even dating Japanese people helped me pick up things naturally. Side note, not saying that you should go on a date with someone just to learn Japanese. I'm just saying that immersion works. But now that I'm studying for Japanese N1, I realize that both are very important because learning through convos gives you like real casual language, but studying by the book teaches you stuff that you'll never hear in your everyday life, and you could actually might use it at work. So I'm a visual person, and this is gonna be a top one hack, if you may, and that is mnemonics. I cannot stress this enough. They help me so much. I also had a book about it. I have a book of kanji mnemonics, and also when I study JLPT or when I study kanji, I would do a mnemonic of each kanji so I could remember them. Let me show you my book actually. This is not for a JLPT, but I got this book, and yes, I write on my book, so please don't judge. I got this book and mnemonics on it. It's so easy to remember. I don't know about you, but this works for me. So this is like katakana. So for example, this one, this is ki, this is ki. This is how I learned katakana. I like this one too. Who. So this is a nice book. I have also like the kanjis and what they mean. Sometimes I visualize my own mnemonics too, so it sticks to me better. And like if you actually draw your own, it's actually easier to remember if you like draw your own. Okay, so this is like a big part of my routine, and there's like a few steps that's included in this. So sometimes I study by watching animes with subtitles. Other times I just watch a trashy variety show here in Japan and pause whenever someone says something I vaguely recognize, like, I think I know what this word means. And then I would like ask them, hey, does this word mean something like that? Or what does this word mean? Da, da, da. And yeah, they would, I just like look it up. I mean, it's passive, but still your brain picks it up. And, you know, you get to like stick a thought into that word. And so, plus there's no burnout. And so I watch stuff like ETQ and Shabekuri 7 that's on Netflix. I used to watch that a lot with my family. We would like, I mean, it's funny, like even if you don't really understand what they're saying at first, they also got subtitles under it. So, I mean, until now, I still watch them, except I actually understand some parts of it now. Rewatch your favorite anime, except this time, maybe put on something like just Japanese or Japanese subs. It's very low effort, but it builds comprehension naturally. So another one is label your real life, but not in a boring way. Like, don't just label the table like teburu, the toilet like toire, or like the fridge like reizouku. I'm not really against labeling stuff, because it works. But if you're going to do that, I used to do that too, but I didn't just label the objects. So how do you make it more effective? You add verbs or phrases to those words, like taberu for your fridge or nearby your snacks, or miru next to your mirror. So it's not just vocabulary, it becomes situational for you. So the other one is talk to yourself like an old obachan. So when I cook or clean, I know this is gonna take time for you to get used to it, but when I cook or cleaning or just doing anything at your home, mumble to yourself what you're feeling or what you're doing right now in Japanese, like "samui ne" or "oishisou." I know you'll sound slightly unhinged, but it helps train reflex responses. So you're not just like saying it in your head, but you're saying it like a local. So it's like almost narrating yourself. Like when you're washing the dishes, you use study aesthetic as a bribe. Make your study setup look cute. Like, it doesn't have to look like a Pinterest board, okay? Even if you only studied for like 10 minutes, you showed up and that's what matters. So the only way for me to study most of the time is like making my desk super cute and neat and having a clean environment. I study because I lit a candle, poured an iced matcha or coffee in a glass cup, and I get the feeling after smelling a newly opened notebook. And honestly, that's valid. Sometimes you gotta trick your brain into something like, oh, look how pretty this is. We're not suffering, we're just vibing. If you're neurodivergent or you easily get overwhelmed, it's a dopamine tool. It's science. I'm not saying you need to have like a Pinterest-worthy setup, but even just cleaning your space, putting your phone on airplane mode, and like having a really nice pen, those little things matter. And when you make it feel nice, you're likely gonna start again tomorrow. So you're not extra for making your desk cute and cozy. That's actually smart. So let's romanticize the grind, because we deserve that. Take real breaks. Don't just doom scroll. That makes you more tired and exhausted. Like, make tea, wash your face, stretch, water your plants, do the dishes or something. So here's something I realized about myself. I used to procrastinate by doing chores. Like if I had to study kanji, suddenly I'm deep cleaning the sink, I'm folding the laundry, I'm mopping the floors. I was just avoiding. So now I flip it. Instead of doing all the chores first before I study, I do them during my study break. Why it works? Because it gives your brain a mental pause and your body is still moving, which helps regulate stress and keep your energy flowing. Also, you get another dopamine hit from hitting all the tasks you needed to do for the day. We need that momentum. So when you go back to studying, it doesn't feel like you're starting from zero again. Instead of spiraling into I can focus so I'll clean for 3 hours, I just set a timer. So like study 25 minutes, clean for 5 or 10, and then it actually works. Plus your space gradually becomes cleaner. So final affirmation and encouragement. So learning a new language is literally rewiring your brain. So if it feels hard, that's because it's hard. You're not lazy, you're just building new muscle. So eat that konbini snack, take a break, watch your anime, then go again. You're not behind, you're just on your own timeline. Learning Japanese doesn't have to be like a military grade mission. Make it stupid, make it funny, make it yours. Because if it's not fun, you're not gonna do it anyway. So I wish luck on your Japanese journey, and I hope we all do good. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.